So happy equinox, everyone. I'm so happy to be with all of you here. I'm going to start from the beginning. My earliest memory of discovering fashion and style was actually from the matriarchs in my family. I remember sitting on the dressing table of my grandma, no, beside my grandma, my mom, and my aunt, and just watching them, like, in their rituals of color, combining color with their makeup. And I was just so fascinated with the whole getting ready and celebrating each of their beautiful personal style. And I've had such an amazing group of women around me growing up, just independent and powerful. And just so that was just my first experience with style. And ironically, I was not confident at all until the ages of 17 and 18. I was the awkward teenager with a scraggly, thin frame. And just really, really did not come into myself until 17 and 18. And then I started experimenting a little with my style. And, when you're young, it's really, really easy to get away with so much. You can just play and, yeah. And so I remember even in my youngest days, I used to take my mom out shopping, and we used to go to shopping sprees. And I really, really enjoyed doing that with my friends as well. Of course, I did not connect this at all with a career, because I was told from a young age that, you know, a creative career is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to make you money. And I was still always really creative and I was artistic, but this kind of messages from society, even from my family, um, I was told that, like, it's great that you love style, you love whatever, but it won't get you anywhere. So I just say that as a preface to what's to come. So I just had a lot of fun with my style, never thinking anything will become of it, just a normal girl. I actually got married at 23. And when I got married, I sorry, I'm freezing up. When I got married, I changed my style completely into an Asian style. I was married in a traditional Indian family. I wasn't allowed to wear anything Western at all. So my whole life changed and my style changed. And so my style journey stopped right there. And it didn't start again until 4 years later, where my marriage ended and I got divorced. And I went back home and began living in Bangkok again. I actually grew up in Bangkok. And after my divorce, it was traumatizing to stop like, everyone, when you're discovering your style, you are always trying things on, trying different things. And the fact that I had to change from Western to Asian and then back to Western just kind of threw me for a loop. And I was so lost at this time. And I thought the best thing was to just throw myself back in. And I also wanted to find a passion of, I was raising my 1-year-old son from my marriage alone at this time, and I was a single mom. And I thought that it would be amazing to try to find a pastime. So I got onto YouTube, and I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos when YouTube started and throughout my marriage. And I used to really connect with the characters on the other end of the screen. And I found so much happiness through watching them and being inspired. And that's actually what I wanted to give to people. I wanted to share my passion and my joy. I started off in the beginning as a beauty YouTuber, and eventually I started doing fashion videos, and they just took off. I don't even know, there's some kind of magic, I guess. And my audience was very, very reciprocative of that, and it encouraged me to keep making fashion videos. And soon that picked up press attention, because I was one of the only English speaking expat channels in Bangkok at the time. And so I started getting press attention, getting articles in magazines. That then snowballed into attracting designers, brands that wanted to collaborate with me and ask them to work with me on shoots. So I started off, just as you can see, this wasn't even my career path. I didn't even know that I would get into fashion. I just knew when I was young, I just loved it. And it's turned into a very wonderful, fulfilling career. And so let me catch you up to today. um, in 2017, I moved to Paris. I met a French man. I had a second son, and we all moved to Paris together. And in Paris, again, it was like a new beginning. I had to restart, because I didn't have a connection here. I was just moving here. So I started personal shopping, and I've always had a connection to people. I've always loved socializing, getting to know people and different cultures. So it was an affirmation of that when I used to meet clients in person and connect with them on these shopping trips and get to know them and get to know different people from all over the world, and just share my passion for fashion with them. And I thought, this is so wonderful. I have to do something with this. So that idea stayed in my mind until end of 2019, where I decided I'm going to create a more tangible service-based connection. That's how I became a style consultant, because in 2020 I launched my business during COVID, and it was honestly the best thing I could have ever done, because now I have clients from all over the world that I can connect with. And even during COVID, I was able to connect digitally like I am doing with you all now. And I just think that it's just a wonderful thing that we all can be together in this space, from everywhere in the world. I know a lot of you are from Europe, but we can just share and connect. And this is the most beautiful thing about living in this age, I think. And also with social media, and YouTube literally saved my life. So I want to tell you that if you have a passion for something, never let anyone tell you that that can't be your path, that can't be your career. Just follow what you love to do, and what sparks you, creates a spark in you and gives you joy every day. And I'm so lucky to be doing that today. Every day I wake up with a newfound energy to share. And it's such a blessed life. And so I'll be offering a workshop later this month, and I would love it if you feel like joining me for it. It's going to be a wardrobe essentials workshop, where I'll teach you what items you need in your wardrobe to create a very sustainable base to add things onto. And so if you're looking to, get those really core pieces into your wardrobe, please join. I'd love to have you. And so, yes, thank you so much for letting me speak to you today. And yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'm going to end my talk here.
Farah, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Fantastic. And you know, I can feel your inner happiness and your passion, and it just comes through, it shines through you, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What's your favorite color?
Oh, this is so difficult because I actually go through different periods of time where I love many different colors. And I think a few colors are very empowering. Like for me, black, white, and kind of neutrals are just, they stand out to me. But I really love color as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is turquoise blue. Yes.
Beautiful. That's
I think Gertrude has some of that color in her necklace. I have envy every time I see Gertrude. I envy her beautiful jewelry. It's just incredible, and clothes, amazing.
Very, very interesting story. I have a question for you. I'm obviously one of the older people in this session, and I'm just about to have a huge lifestyle change. I'll be moving. Long story short, I've needed to sell my home, and we're moving in with my son. But they're going to be living in a very big house in a very well-to-do area, and I'm very interested in finding out. Right now, I spend a lot of my time because I walk 30 miles a week, and so I'm in stretch pants and t-shirts most of the time. But I really am not sure what kind of clothing I would wear in this new environment I'm going to be in. Plus, I'm hoping to do some major traveling, like to New Zealand and to Zimbabwe, and along with other places. And so I am very interested in your workshop. So please put my name on the list and send me an invite so I can learn how I'm going to change up the wardrobe a bit.
Thank you so much for sharing. I'd love to share. I'd give you some tips on how you can transition, and we'll talk about that. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thank you. Cannot hear you.
Can't hear you.
Oh, Richard is not having a good day with the sound. Ruth.
Hi, Farah. Welcome to our tribe, and thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
Please put your social media handles, pages, platforms, whatever in the chat for everyone so that we can connect. What I wanted to ask is, my hair has been graying since I was in my late 20s. Okay. I think it's genetical that we get gray hairs early, and I've been coloring it since then, color in a bottle. Some days I am getting a few bits of courage or bravery to say, okay, maybe I should just go full gray, but I'm not yet there. And what I wanted to ask is, I think at some point I'll need to transition from all black to just letting the hair grow. And I think that will mean a lot of changes to my makeup, to my wardrobe.
Yes.
So does that need consultation with you, or they're just general tips that you can give?
Absolutely. I have a consultation service. Maybe I'll put it in the chat, like where you can connect with me if you want we can do a 15-minute call and to see how I can really help and go from there. So does that sound good? Oh, yeah. Sorry, lost Ruth. I don't hear.
I can see she's nodding.
Sounds good.
She's nodding. Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you again. Yes. Does that sound good?
It does sound good.
Okay, great. I'll do that. Leave all my info in the chat for anyone who wants to connect with me. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Thank you, Farah. Thank you so much for sharing your story as well.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.